Hey folks, today I'm tying up a hothead damsel. It's a great attractor pattern. I'm gonna start this fly off wrapping some olive. I got the Vivus thread here. I'm gonna wrap some olive thread up to my bead. I'm using a 3.2 millimeter tungsten hothead bead or orange bead. Nice color, great for leechy patterns. I'm just gonna wrap all that olive thread up. I don't like to leave any spots from the hook that are showing like any of that silver. I like to make a whole thread base with that olive thread, so don't have any silver hook showing or whatever color of the hook it is. Alright, now I like to take a little of this zonker. It's like a medium olive color, so it's not too bright, it's not too dark. So it's a perfect color. It's a perfect color that really works. So I'm gonna take all these fibers and just pinch them to the back and then tie them in. I'm just gonna trim this tag end, wrap over that damsel tag end. I'm gonna wrap all the way back to that tail. All right, now I like to tie in a little bit of this royal blue soft wire. Great stuff for the damsels. Kind of covers those bases of showing the profile, a little bit of its older stage and then some of its younger stage. Now I'm gonna make a dubbin loop. This will just be what I'm gonna put some of that same color of zonker in. Spinning the zonker today, I'm using this Dr. Slick dubbin spinner. It works really well, has a nice weight on it. Now I'm gonna pick a nice clump of this zonker, like right here is perfect, and I'm just gonna trim it like that, and my zonker's gonna fall down. Slide it in right up that dubbin loop with that big clump of zonker that I trimmed off. I like to just use that one clump and then kind of spread it out throughout that dubbin loop. Keeps it so you don't have to add more and doesn't make the fly too bulky. Now let's spin the zonker. And sometimes I like to do a little pull with my dubbin spinner, kind of just settle those fibers in, get it to where it's not spinning anymore. Now I'm gonna take my brush and just brush it up and down lightly, not too hard, just to get the loose fibers out. All the thread is up here. I'm just gonna take a couple wraps forward, like maybe 7 up to this front here, so I can wrap this zonker loop in here. Usually when I get closer to the end, I like to stop using the rotary part of my vise and I just wrap it by hand so I can really get a handle on how those fibers wrap in on the fly. Just like so. Yeah, and another thing about this damsel fly is it's a great leechy pattern. This zonker moves nicely in the water. And then I'm gonna take wraps close to the bead and then under that dubbing loop about 2 or 3 times, just to secure it in, so when I trim that loop, it'll be nicely secured in so it doesn't unravel or anything. Now I'm gonna brush the fibers so they're just out straight, so when I wrap the wire it doesn't trap too many in there. Good technique when wrapping soft wires. All right, now I'm just gonna, with a little pressure, not too much, just wrap through that zonker all the way to the front. I'm gonna secure that in with a couple thread wrap, and then just trim. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is pull all those fibers back and just tie in a little. Take a little bit of this blue crystal flash, good color as well for damsels. Just gonna take one end going on this side, and I'm gonna wrap it in 2 times. Oopsies, that didn't even go in. I'm just gonna wrap it in 2 times. And without trimming, I'm just gonna bunch that little piece of crystal flash up on the other side and then tie it in. Gonna move that little loop right here and then just pull the end closest to me in, just to keep it nice and clean. Keeps it so I don't have to trim anything. No scissors needed in that part, saves a step. And then I'm just gonna trim those little blue crystal flash strands so they're not too far out and they're sticking out. They're just close to the fly, but just gives it that little blue damsel look. For this whip finish, I'm just gonna do 3 wraps. 1, 2, 3. That was more like 5. And then I'm just gonna cut that thread. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I'm gonna take some thick UV glue, put a little dollop of it, small dollop, right over that knot so it strengthens it. I like to spread the glue around with the tip of the glue bottle just to keep it nicely spread out so it's not clumped up and so it can't just peel off as a big clump of UV glue. I'm going to clearly cure it with my UV light and really cure that glue for, I don't know, 15 seconds. All right, just a little finger tap, make sure that glue is dried. I'm just gonna take my brush and just kind of brush it out a little bit, just like that. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to this fly crusher pattern. You guys have a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this fly. See ya.